one is drilled to right field. Souza turns, looks, see ya! A bullet into the short porch and right. A home run for Headley, and the Yankees lead 3-0.
Hey everybody, it's Justin Shackle with Yankees On Demand, presented by AT&T, where you're hanging out inside the Yankee dugout with third baseman Chase Headley. First couple of weeks of the season, this lineup was enjoying a lot of success. One of the big reasons why are the veterans. You're one of them here, but that wasn't the case at times in 2016. What do you think has changed to start this year?
Well, I think, up and down the lineup, we're just having good at-bats. One day it's the middle of the lineup, one day it's the top of the lineup, and then another day it's the bottom of the lineup. But I think we fed off each other. We're really working the pitchers hard, and everybody's just taking what's given to them. I think that's done well for us so far.
What's allowed you to look more relaxed at the plate compared to the start of last season?
It starts with mechanics. I'm in a much better place mechanically than I was at this time last year. And then obviously once you get a few hits and you start to settle in there, the confidence goes up and you relax a little bit. So, much nicer to start off this way than the way I started last year.
Joe Girardi said the same thing, and he talked mechanically about you getting into your legs more. What did you mean by that?
Well, I'm actually using my legs, which was not the case, for last year and most of the year before. I don't know really when it happened, but at some point in the last couple of years, I really stopped using my legs when I was hitting. So, that was something in spring training that I worked on some, and I feel like physically my body's in a place where it's allowing me to do some of the things that I wasn't doing the last couple of years.
Take me through that. What were some of the changes that you had to make physically during spring training?
One was I spread out a little bit. Two, I'm getting my hands farther back. At times last year, my hands, when I was starting my swing, were actually away from my body, so I didn't really have a good path to the ball. But more than anything, it's some flexibility stuff with my hips and things that I did in the offseason that have allowed me to do some of these things without really having to consciously think about it.
A lot of people say Chase Headley tried to make improvements from his defense 2 years ago. That may have affected his hitting in 2016. Is that even possible? Is that balance that tough to maintain?
No, I mean, for me, offense and defense are pretty much independent of each other. You have to go out there and turn the page regardless whether it's a bad defensive play or a bad at-bat. You've got to go out and do your job on the other side of the ball. So, that had nothing to do with the slow start last year.
Let's look at this lineup as a whole. When it's at full strength, how would you describe this Yankees lineup in 2017?
I think it's explosive. I think it's balanced. I think we have some speed, athleticism, guys that can get on base and run, and then we have some guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. So, very balanced, very, we can score runs in a lot of different ways. So, really like the diversity that we have.
And some of these younger guys are becoming everyday players. What are you learning more about them, and what are you learning about yourself being around them?
You know what? It's been fun to be around these guys. I mean, honestly, they've brought some energy out of me. They've been getting on to me about my swag and different shoes and things like that, and I've had a good time with it. They're bringing a lot of energy to the club, and I want to make sure I continue to do the right things, so they're watching and seeing the right things. But I think the thing that impresses me the most is just the mentality these guys have, the attitude, the character. Not getting shaken when things go bad, just staying consistent. And for me, that's a big part of being successful in the big leagues.
Our year 3 as a Yankee for Chase Headley will be a success
if we make the playoffs and get a chance to go to the World Series. Quite frankly, I mean, that's the goal at this point. Obviously, I need to do some things individually to help us get there, but regardless of how I do, if we make the playoffs and make a World Series run, that would be a great year for us.
You're certainly off to a terrific start. Thanks for spending some time. Best of luck moving forward.
Thanks for having me.
You can see more Yankees On Demand and Yankees Scoreboard content by clicking here. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right there.